So Kimora Lee exposed her ex-husband, Russel Simmons, for being an abusive husband and a deadbeat dad who has been cruel to her and their kids. But it looks like Russel is not here for that at all. He is now firing back at Kimora for exposing him. It's a lot of he said, she said going on, so let's get into it and see who's actually speaking the truth. Now, to give you some context before all this drama went down, people always had suspicion about Kimora and Russel's marriage for the longest time. The major reason being their insane age gap. Kimora was only 23 when they got married, while Russel was a fully grown 41-year-old man. Even worse, they got together when Kimora was still in high school and Russel was already making a name for himself in the industry, so people believed that she was groomed by him. They got divorced after 11 years, and for a while things were great between them. They remained friends and business partners and had one of the most drama-free co-parenting relationships that we ever seen in Hollywood. But things soon changed when several women came forward to accuse Russel of SAing them during the Me Too movement. Around 20 women came forward to accuse him, detailing what Russel did to them. After this, he fled to Bali to avoid getting arrested since Bali does not have an extradition agreement with the US. And somewhere along the lines, his relationship with not only Kimora but also his daughters became sour and it eventually broke apart completely. But things got to a head on Father's Day this year when he threw major shade at Kimora, and it finally caused her to break down and expose his abuse. So Kimora's daughter Ming took to her Instagram to post a picture of her and Kimora and said, "Happy Father's Day." Well, Russel clearly saw the post and he decided to be petty about it and shaded Kimora and his daughters, saying, "Stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all." He was basically calling Kimora out for being a bad mom and blocking his access to their daughters. So he was saying that it's Kimora's fault that he didn't have a great relationship with his daughters. Well, Kimora was not about to let that narrative fly, and she immediately went live on Instagram to set the record straight. And child, she really exposed Russel big time. She claimed that he was lying when he said that she turned their daughters against him.
For someone to imply that my kids are brainwashed because they honored the job or the duty that their mom fulfills on a daily basis, 365 days of the year, 24/7, is crazy. No one's brainwashed.
She also spoke on the rumors of her getting groomed by Russel, and even though she didn't directly admit it, she kind of confirmed that it was true.
I was a very young, probably too young bride.
While they did have a great co-parenting relationship, it started to fall apart when he sued her and her now husband, Tim Leisner, for allegedly stealing money from him so that they could bail Leisner out of jail. Leisner was caught up on charges of corruption, money laundering, and stuff like that, and Russel accused and sued Kimora and Leisner for stealing his shares in the company they own so that they could pay Leisner's legal fees. Kimora has always denied this, and she claims that their relationship never recovered after the lawsuit.
But if you pay attention to when this lawsuit was launched, is probably like a couple years ago, you'll notice that that's when all of these attacks started coming from my ex. You'll notice that that's when a barrage of crap started coming over here to us.
Kimora had a lot to say about Russel, and she exposed him for pretending that he had a great relationship with his daughters.
You'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, "I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture." None of that's true.
She also claimed that he has stopped financially contributing to his daughters, claiming that he was broke and leaving her to carry all the finances single-handedly. She even said she has receipts to prove that she has spent millions of dollars to help Russel pay his bills and his unsuccessful bids.
I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, "I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, go get it from your mom." Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years.
She even revealed that she had been financially supporting him at some point.
But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff.
Child, this is a lot to deal with, but that's not all.
This person was not present at graduation. Again, there was not one graduation, there were several graduation events both for NYU and Harvard. You can look these things up.
She also exposed him for cutting their daughter, Aoki's debit card, while she was in a foreign country.
Aoki was on a trip to Greece with the classics department. She didn't know that her little debit card or whatever wasn't working. That was a whole mess.
She then begged him to stop attacking her and the girls as a form of money grab.
Family, which is supposed to be your family too. Don't do that because you're at rock bottom. I don't know. Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know if this is a money grab. I don't really know what this is. I think it's probably all of the above.
Well, Aoki joined the live session and this is what she said.
Aoki says, I have phone tapes of him threatening me. Now, y'all know. Why would Miss Harvard have to do that? Miss Harvard, you don't have to do that. I love you, baby. Mama has your back all the time.
She also shared a screen recording of Russel yelling uncontrollably at Aoki when she was crying. Aoki broke down and went live on Instagram to share her aid of the story, and it gets even worse because she came with receipts.
He'll look me in the eye and be like, well, maybe when you decide to, threatening me.
She revealed that he used to be a great father before he randomly switched up on her.
If we don't agree, it's, oh, you're all just like your mother, I hate you, always the same. Oh my, he's just a different person.
She also said this.
So we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space because all you do is tell me how awful I am and how I have my mom's awful cunt genetics. So, hey, I'm in school, and can you not harass me when I'm in school? He wasn't paying for school, by the way.
She then talked about how he cut off access to her debit card when she was alone in Greece, and y'all gotta hear this one for yourself.
I'm in a foreign country, and my debit card won't work. I can't even add money to it. Can you help me? And he was just like, no, I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki.
Yeah, that was such a foul and cold-hearted move. And not only that, but Russel has been trying to sabotage his own daughter's career.
And I really feel like my career is over, and it's fine. It's just... and he threatened me with that too, so...
Aoki also posted screenshots of messages between her and Russel where he said, I don't even appear in your media, and your mother has stolen my money and the love of my kids as she promised. And Aoki replied, she didn't steal it, you lost it with your actions. She also posted this other screenshot where she explained why she had to cut him off, saying, Dad, I stopped talking to you because you were giving me panic attacks to the point I was placed on emergency medication every time we spoke. You were putting so much anger and rage on me every phone call. It got to the point I could not hear your voice without having an anxiety attack. Yeah, this was a very messy situation, and people left comments saying, Russel Simmons being a piece of narcissistic, mentally unstable garbage is not news. Most of us have been aware for at least 25 years. I used to love Kimora Lee Simmons down, was obsessed with her, and I always hated that she got wrapped up with that P. Russel Simmons has a nasty spirit. I knew that from the first second I saw him. But the drama is far from over because, according to an insider, Russel still feels like Kimora has turned his kids against him. He feels like it was easy for her to do that because he was not in the country, and so he had limited access to the kids. He also allegedly feels like she turned them away as revenge for him suing her. And after this drama went down, Russel tried to do some damage control, and he made a post on Instagram saying, God is testing you a little bit. It's okay. Be strong. They are called growing pains. As you know, we grow through adversity and struggle. Deeply sorry for being frustrated and yelling, but know this, there are no conditions. For sure, I love you guys more than I love myself. Do y'all see how he really didn't apologize for any of his nasty behavior apart from the fact that he yelled, and the way he wrote that makes it seem like he has no remorse for his actions whatsoever. But now I want to know what you guys think. Has Russel always been this foul? And is he really sorry, or is he just trying to save face? Let me know in the comments, and then check out this next video.